Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Cancer for the week of November 15th. Now Cancer, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Cancer, as cards fly here, I do not do personal readings, so if you get a message from somebody that is not me, that is someone impersonating me, please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, let's see what we have here for you, Cancer. All right. Make sure everything is in view. And we'll get right into it. That looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You have the King of Swords. King of Wands. So this is a nice card. Really love this card, especially if you're somebody who resonates with entrepreneurship. This is the classic entrepreneur in the tarot. You know, some of you may be really working towards some sort of business, some sort of side hustle, some sort of passion project here. That's truly what the Knight of Wands does. But if you find them in the workplace, which you will find the Knight of Wands in the workplace, they're the most passionate person in the room. They are a star. I don't know if you can see this, but there are stars here on the throne that they're sitting on, indicating that they're talented, they're skilled, they're a star. Many people look up to the King of Wands, especially as somebody who might deliver an inspiring speech. Also very confident type of energy. So just to be clear, I'm sure you know this if you watch my readings by now, but it does not matter what gender you are. This is a masculine energy, which we all have masculine and feminine energies. You can embody the King of Wands energy. Doesn't matter what gender you are, right? So taking a look here in the middle, you have right away you have a really nice reading, but in the middle you have this Hierophant card. So this is potentially a mentor. Some of you may be taking up mentorship or giving mentorship. There could be something like that going on here. However, probably more importantly, I read the Hierophant as a organization you're a part of, or a job that you're in, a workplace environment, teamwork, something like that going on. And so for some of you here, like, you may be getting a new start in the organization, with an organization. You may be going to a new organization. Some of you may be moving up the ranks, because you also have some other indicators of that, which I'll get to in a second. But you have this Fool card here, which is a new beginning with an organization, structure, business, work environment. Some of you certainly could be self-employed, but I feel like maybe some of you are just maybe even moving up like to a leadership role or something like that in your job, or there's something like that going on here. Others of you may be, taking mentorship in some way. There is another message here of marriage as well going on here, which I'll get into more as we go along. But as you know, I like to try to bring in career and finance messages as well as love and romance if I can. But in the past, you have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Hermit. So this King of Pentacles is somebody who achieves a high status. So this is what I was talking about a second ago here, where you may be rising up in the ranks here. I feel like some of you may be like the star of your workplace, or maybe like moving into that direction, or something like that going on. Like some of you may be like a rising star or something like that here in your workplace. With this energy, the King of Pentacles, not only do they achieve a high status, but they are also somebody who's wealthy, someone who has luxuries. But the thing about the King of Pentacles is they stick to what they know to achieve the high status, okay? They don't rock the boat. They don't like venture too far off course. That can be a positive and a negative in that they don't really experience new things, but at the same time, they achieve a lot of success by having solid, healthy routines. So some of you may be doing that at this, or you've been doing that. This Page of Swords here could represent delays. It could also represent intellectual curiosity, which some of you could be. I do feel like that's probably more what's aligned here, is the intellectual part of the Page of Swords, someone who's highly intelligent. And you have that with the Hermit here as well, which is you could kind of think of this as like the academic or even the sage in the tarot. You can see that this person's alone, canvassing the universe for answers, as you see the universe behind them. And, they are working on this journey of self-mastery, but they also are academic and they're in the pursuit of knowledge, right? And so some of you could be getting into a school, university. Some of you, I feel like doing some sort of work of an intellectual nature in your, whatever it is that you do for your career, something like that going on here. In the current situation, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Fool. So getting a new start here with the Hierophant and the Fool in your workplace, your business, anything like that. This is somebody who, this is a really powerful card. It's 0, indicating that it starts off the tarot, but it also represents the start of a hero's journey. If you're unfamiliar, the hero's journey is an archetype by Joseph Campbell. You can research it more if you want, but this is the start of the Fool's journey, or the hero's journey, through the major arcana, from 0 all the way through to the world. And it says that you are leaping forward here without attachments to what was or what could have been. You're allowing the universe to handle the details here as you move along. And some of you are moving away from having such a rigid, strict routine, and instead you're embracing spontaneity here, which is another thing that the King of Wands would do, and just allowing things to happen and come to you. It looks very nice for you. When you do that, as you do that here, you are supported, okay? You are given stability with this Four of Pentacles, stability in career, stability in situations like that with this Four of Pentacles here. I don't think that this is, I don't feel like you're in poverty mindset, although some of you could be in a good financial position but feel like there's never going to be more money coming, which is another thing that the King of Pentacles does. King of Pentacles might hoard money. So some of you could be in that, but I actually feel like with the double fours here actually next to each other and the King of Pentacles here, I feel like if anything, like you've set a firm foundation for yourself, which is probably allowing you to take this leap here with the Fool. So in the future, you have the Four of Wands, the Strength card, and the Five of Pentacles. Now, this is interesting because both the Hierophant and the Four of Wands can indicate marriage. This is actually the biggest marriage card, but especially when you get it with the Hierophant, which is the idea of tradition. So what's interesting here is we have this diagonal where the Hermit might be independent or single, solo. It's like the diagonals in this spread are directions that you're headed. So some of you may be finding a long-term marriage partner along the way, along your journey. It may be that you've achieved career success and now you're deciding on what to do from here. You have this Five of Pentacles here in the lower row. I feel like you're talking to yourself negatively about money, perhaps. Even though I said up here you're not. Although I just get the sense that maybe there's, like, you have support, you have a good job or something like this, or there's a good one coming. But it's like you need to, like, think about dropping the negative self-talk around money and really have courage here and strength and conviction that you are strong and you know that you have a lot to offer to a workplace. And that's something that the King of Wands does, by the way. They have confidence and they know that they're a star. They know that they're talented. So yeah, let's go ahead and start to clarify. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, and maybe share this video with a friend. Really appreciate you being here, Cancer. Hope things are going well for you, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. It's the first thing you see on the website. So let's see what we have here for you, Cancer. All right, so we have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace, share gifts with grace, waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So that is, again, doubling down on the talent that I'm feeling here on the board. The Miriam, Sacred Vision, choose to forgive in order to heal, see the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. And you have Isis, Magic Manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Yeah. You know, the other thing is this King of Wands is somebody who has a vision. And I do get the sense that you've been manifesting new career changes, new career, something like this going on with your finances. It looks very good for that. Let's see what else we have here. Remain positive. This is a message that's coming forward with money in particular here with this reading. You have perfect timing. Love that energy for you, and not the right time. Let's go ahead and see what else that may be. Okay. Yes, get more information, and yes. So, okay. I mean, listen, I feel like it's a bit of a convoluted message with perfect timing and not the right time. Remain positive. I feel like maybe there are one or more offers here or opportunities that may present themselves in November or into December. And I get the sense that you'll want to just, instead of saying yes right away, you'll want to, or instead of saying no right away, you'll want to make sure that you cross your T's, dot your I's type of deal. If you have a good thing going, only leave for a better thing. That's what I feel like saying. Right? So, yeah. All right, let's see what else wants to come forward. I know it's a bit of a convoluted message because I was always also saying like maybe you're becoming more spontaneous. But that's not impulsive, just so you know. There's a difference between those two things. Okay, you have the Page of Swords, which you have once again. You have the Ten of Wands and the Three of Swords. Interesting. Okay, well, some of you were clearly in the past here in a period of single energy. You've been single for a long time with the Three of Swords and the Hermit. Healing from heartbreak here, trying to maybe even understand. The Hermit is somebody who tries to understand. Okay, they find the answers within the universe. And for you, this may have sort of come about after a period of heartbreak in your life. It does not have to be romantic, although it looks like this is what's shaping it up to be here. I do feel like maybe if you've been single for a period of time, that could change for some of you. You have this Ten of Wands with the Page of Swords, and then the Page of Swords with the King of Pentacles. Something you've been doing for a very long time is becoming a burden. I get a stubborn energy being presented here, Cancer. I feel like, and I'm not pointing fingers, I'm not coming at you, but I feel like there's a stubbornness here that I feel like is changing, which is ultimately a very good thing. Your experience, though, you've been doing whatever you're doing for some time now. You have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, the star. I felt like you've been the star of the show. What did I say when I opened up this reading here? And the Queen of Pentacles. So we now have Queen energy coming in. So we have two kings, one on the bottom, one over here, and then we have Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, a nice balance of the energies, the masculine and the feminine energies here. And so for some of you, what's going on is there's like a new start in the material here with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like there's a new start in the way that you're framing your financial situation, you're mentally framing your financial situation, in that you realize that there are more opportunities, there's abundance available. Queen of Pentacles, practical. They make smart, practical choices with their money. They don't spend frivolously. They don't go on Amazon, and buy everything that they don't need. Those sorts of things. You also have this star card here, which, is a card of wishes being granted, of healing, of hope and optimism for the future. But it's also being the star. Like, you are the star of the show. And I got that. Remember, when I open this up, I don't always read this star here on the throne. But remember, I started with that. And it's clear that you are quite gifted in whatever it is that you do. Queen of Cups for Pentacles. Some of you could be finding somebody who's very good for you here in the future. Yeah, you have this Page of Wands. Yeah, Two of Cups, no doubt about it. And the Four of Wands, yeah. Some of you are going to find someone between now and the end of the year, or maybe even into January. Something like that going on. Because this is in the future, remember, but the seeds are being planted here. Like, this is all lining up for you. And it looks like a long-term partnership. It looks like maybe even a soul connection. I'm certainly not the relationship guru or expert that you should be going to. But the Two of Cups is my favorite romance card. It is two people sort of syncing up or pinging up in this lifetime. And there's like a real soul connection present with that Two of Cups. But, you know, to get the Four of Wands twice, because we had it in this corner, plus the Hierophant marriage energy, whether or not you're going to get married right away or, you know, impulsively get into that, what I'm saying is they could be a long-term partner, somebody who's probably good for you. Now, in business, in career, you have opportunities coming in. Opportunities abound based on a talent. And I feel like it's almost like one of those deals where, like, you're not being laid off or anything like that. You're not being let go. Like, if you want to change the job, you can. Like, you may be dusting off your resume. There may be an opportunity that comes in with that Page of Wands. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Let's pull some additional cards. We'll pull some Kipper cards to see what wants to come forward. All right. See what we get here. Okay. Oop, you have Thief. I guess we'll take these cards together. Wow. Ouch. Thief and False Person, the most challenging cards. Hold on. Main female, Great Fortune, Mature Woman, Child, and Occupation. Okay. Well, here's what I have to say to you, Cancer. I do feel like the worst is behind you. Okay, I mean, there can't be a worse combination than Thief and False Person and Mature Woman. I mean, that's somebody potentially who has stung you, has burned you in some way. This is in the past, though. It's in this past column. And so the message here, as I've been reading, is that there is a new person coming in. Does not matter what gender they are, just your main person coming in. And especially with the Queen of Cups here, I feel like this is a nice connection, like a very, very nice connection. I do feel like it's karmic in nature, in that somebody hurt you here very badly in the past. This could also be in the workplace. Like, there's just somebody who was very challenging, because the Page of Swords can be a challenging person. You have it twice, especially with the Ten of Wands here, which is a burden. However, while you have the most challenging combination, you have the best combination here in the future, which is Great Fortune and Occupation, indicating not only major career success, but this is the author of the Kipper Oracle deck's self-employment combination, and not just self-employment, but massive success in self-employment. So some of you are business owners, are looking to do that, looking to take your talents into a business situation, or just there's a really, really big career opportunity, and even like a really nice love opportunity coming in for some of you. This is really great. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. There's a link to that in the description below. Very grateful for the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you in the next one.